So the modern child in these days, from about the age to 8 to 17, is an expensive unit to run. We all want our kids to have nice lives, to be well nourished and happy and prosperous. But are you the bank of mum and dad? Tim Reed joins us. He's the CEO of Credi.com, Credi.com. G'day, Tim. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, very well. I suspect I may be a member of the bank of mum and dad, and it's surprising how we keep bankrolling this. And you're saying it's an important part of the economy now.
Oh, definitely. Australians at any point in time lend each other millions of dollars, whether it's for simple life or, most obviously, a lot of parents are supporting their kids get onto the property ladder.
Okay, so it goes beyond. So your research is showing it goes well and truly beyond when they leave school. They just keep coming back and we just keep lending them money.
Well, focusing on the housing market, research across the world is saying that 1 in 3 first-time buyers have to get help from parents to get the money together to get a house. In fact, more recent research has actually gone even further and said that 20% of second-time buyers are reaching out for some help as well, because I suppose we're not a nation of savers, and that obviously becomes more relevant when you're trying to get the money together to get on the property ladder. So for property, Bank of Mum and Dad is a big institution. Yeah,
sure. That's interesting, isn't it? So I think, look, I borrowed money off the parents when I bought a house for the first time, but you're saying people are going back for the second time as well?
Yep. Absolutely. It's a trend that we're seeing across the world, and I think it's coming from the sort of, our parents and maybe not quite so much their parents sort of having benefited from the nearly recent property boom. So there's a lot of equity that can be released, and frankly, I don't think that has gone unnoticed, and therefore that bank is being looked at by children as a source of help. But it's not just for housing. We've been launched about 6 weeks, and we've put about just under $20 million worth of loans onto our platform. And we're seeing it for everything. We're seeing it for housing. Yep. We're seeing it for buying cars, medical expenses, pair of shoes,
university,
$950,000. Smallest is $60.
Yeah, laptops, all the stuff they need for uni or for school or it just keeps going.
Absolutely.
Tim, it's like my kids aren't quite of the age where they will need to borrow some money for a home, but there's been some money forked out for a car, and I think it starts small, doesn't it? So it's $170 for a fixed laptop, an iPad screen, and it just keeps going. You almost get yourself into a psychological state where you just keep expecting to contribute, and they expect you to contribute as well, I suspect.
Yes, look, I think most parents are kind of happy to help out. I've been running my own branch of Bank of Mum and Dad for a number of years, and I've got a 25-year-old, and I always knew how much money he wanted by the pause between him going, "Hi, Dad," and then speaking again. Yeah. I mean, occasionally I put the phone down because he was pausing so long I knew I was in trouble. But they're asking for a whole lot of things. But as a parent, you kind of would like them to ask, because consider this: would you rather your son or daughter didn't phone you up and ask for some help to buy a laptop, and then you found out 6 months later they've got a couple of 3 credit cards that were kind of maxed out, or worse? There are other sort of costs of credit lenders out there. So
for sure,
you'd rather help them. And critically, what you're also teaching them is you're teaching them financial education, because you're getting them to learn about good usage of money, and teach a man to fish. It's the same story with money.
Yes.
If you can create good financial users, then when they do go to the banks, they'll be in better shape to use the product.
Yeah, very good advice. I think we grumble about it, Tim, but you're right. We're happy that they ask, and we're happy to help where we can. I'm talking to Tim Reed, listeners. He's the CEO of Credi.com, Credi.com. Tim, Grant, can you put a figure on what the Bank of Mum and Dad is worth in Australia?
There was a report done in 2012, which is a way away, by phishing, which is a product that CBA had, and they said at any point in time it was over $2 billion. I would say that the figure is high. I've never really met anyone who hasn't been involved in lending or borrowing from their parents. So the figure dwarfs any metric that perhaps statistics have proved.
But as you say, it's probably a good thing. Tim, really nice to talk to you today. Thank you for your time.
Great, thank you very much.
See you, mate. Tim Reid, the CEO of Credi.com.